What is up, YouTube? And I am back with another episode of my Wizard101 CROWNLESS Ice walkthrough. And as you can see at the bottom, we're gonna go ahead and start Pigswick Academy today. Last time we finished Mushu, gave the work to the Jade Oni, gave some work to old Get 'em Good Cyrus, got our Ice Blade. Well, this is our starter deck. So there we go. Got our Ice Blade. I bought a new amulet because I want to use the Hydra spell. So we're gonna be using the Hydra spell in Pigswick at least once for sure. While you were gone, I also trained. This is our freeze, I believe. Oh, there it is. Stun block. I trained stun block. Don't really think I'm gonna ever use it. But we have it just in case. So. And we do have enough of our monstrous to make it through, so that will be fine. Get back to our starter deck, make sure we have everything good. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started with Pigswick Academy. Or, well, Mysterio is the world.
Hello there. You must be our visiting wizard. Welcome to Pigswick Academy. I'll need to see your Ravenwood ring. Just a formality, of course.
You show Mrs. Dowager the ring Mr. Lincoln gave you. She inspects it and hands it back.
Excellent. Be sure to put that somewhere safe. You're here, of course, to build a sense of community between the different magic schools and to try to win the Spiral Cup. Go to the tournament hall to take a look at it. Then speak to Benedict Glendemming. He is both Master of Arms and our judge. You will probably need to demonstrate your skills in a qualifying match. So be on the ready. When you've passed the qualifying round, return to me and we'll get you sorted out. How exciting!
Alright, well, let's go ahead and do this real quick, actually. So we got our starter deck equipped. We're gonna get rid of one of those, obviously. And we're gonna play in one of these. Alright. We'll go ahead and take the Hydra out as well, because there's gonna be no use for us to save up 6 pips, and then this will give us everything we need off the start. Actually, I lied. We're gonna go ahead and do this as well, though. So this could backfire on us, but we'll be able to sharpen both of our blades just in case we're going up against a higher opponent. We can do a little bit more damage if we need to. So I think that's going to be the deck we're going to roll with, because this will be 4, 6, 7, 8. We do have to. I do want to keep a wand shot or two just in case. This guy looks just like Diego. I don't know how y'all really feel about Pigswick. I'm not a big Pigswick fan, but
You inspect the Spiral Cup, the greatest prize in all the Spiral. It looks like it's been here a while.
you know, we're gonna go ahead and do it. I'm pretty sure, like I said, we get at least a level. Some cool wands, huh? Yeah, they're pretty cool. But I'd like to, you know, at least get a level.
Greetings, visitor. I am Benedict Glendemming, Master of Arms of Pigswick Academy. For years, I have taught magic and dueling. With my training, Pigswick students have won the Spiral Cup again and again. I am also the judge of this fine competition. My decisions are as fair as they are final.
I'm calling cat, big dog.
You come from Wizard City, no? You have my sympathy. Let us see if that charlatan Diego has taught you anything of worth. To qualify for the tournament, you must step into the Chamber of the Basilisk, if you will, and defeat Blaze Flamerender. There is no shame in defeat, so do not feel too badly if you do not succeed. Perhaps next year, no?
Alright, well, let's go ahead and get that done. Yeah, I never really liked this world because they're just all like cocky assholes, and it just at least from what I remember, I just, you know,
Well.
didn't do it for me.
A wizard of Ravenwood, huh? I'll go easy on ya.
I do like that I can hear the cheering in the background, though. Alright, let's see. Oh, that is so nice, so we don't have to waste a pip on that either. Let's go ahead and get rid of one of those as well. Hopefully he doesn't put up an ice thing immediately. I don't think he's gonna. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do this just because I want to see what it's gonna do, because I can technically get, oh wow, I can do a 45 blade, a 35 blade, a 45 blade, and a 35 blade. Technically, like if I was like fight a boss that I really needed it for. Alright, so this isn't going to be truly what it does because he has that minus 15 and Captain Chico didn't give us our info. But we'll definitely get to see what we're working with. So I'll probably, whatever this does is probably what I'll base. I didn't check to see how much health he had, but this is probably what I'll base off of what our damage is going to be for the rest of the time. Because it should do close to 1,000. 1,300. Wow. Okay. All right. So we'll call that that 14.
Go and tell Master Glendammit that you won the duel. I wasn't expecting much, but you certainly showed me a thing or two.
I don't even know where the cheering's coming from. Oh well. All right. So we can do about 1,400 basically, which is good to know. And I don't know if that was on the lower side or not. What is this? Can't even read that. Alright, let's talk to this guy.
So Diego has stepped up his game, no? Very well then. You will not be going home just yet. The tournament consists of 4 rounds of duels, each round against a rival school. You must win each duel to proceed. See Mrs. Dowager outside.
Dowager.
She will see to your accommodations within the student dormitory.
Alright, let's go ahead and go see Mrs. Dowager. I do believe this is when they introduced the other, like the Sun School and stuff, if I am right. So that was always cool about this world.
Good for you. It's been so long since a Ravenwood student competed. I was worried they'd given up teaching magic there. Now that we've determined you'll be staying to compete in the tournament, it's time to get you squared away. You should report to the student dormitory. There you can meet the students you will be matched against and introduce yourself. You'll be sharing quarters with Beatrice Wildwind, Kisai Shugenja, Nalia Doomstrider, and Randolph Spellshine. You should also take the opportunity to put your Ravenwood class ring away. There's a small dresser. It should be safe there.
Alright, that Randall Spellshine guy doesn't seem like somebody I like. But we don't, what is this? School of Fire. Must have to, you know, you should be able to get spells from here. I think that would be a lot cooler if they did that. Can I see Pigswick as a whole? They got a wand shop and stuff, but grab that. I'm interested to see how long this is gonna take because I don't remember right here. I don't remember very much about this world, but I know it's a side world, so there's not an insane amount to do.
Hello, it's nice to meet you. I'm Beatrice Wildwind from Weirwood. I look forward to crossing spells with you. Good luck.
Greetings, my fellow wizard. Please allow me to present myself. Kizai Shugenja, representing Mushu in this tournament. I have longed to pit my magical skills against one of the Ravenwood School wizards, so this is fortuitous indeed.
You know, she says she's from Weirwood. I wonder if they're gonna ever add that as like a world. Unless that's just in one of the worlds and I'm just missing it.
It's a pleasure to meet you, student of Ravenwood. I am called Nalia Doomstrider, and I come from a place called Mirage. I am unsurprised you have never heard of my world. It is a subtle place, an oasis in a desert of mystery. Perhaps we will speak more before the tournament.
So, I think this came out before Mirage was a thing, though. So, could be a little foreshadowing. I highly doubt that, though, considering this has been out for a stupidly long amount of time.
You're the Wizard City representative? The tournament has really lowered its standards this time around, I suppose. You don't think you have a chance of winning, do you? The Spiral Cup isn't going anywhere, and I'll be the one to win it.
Cap. Call him Cap.
You place the Ravenwood class ring in the dresser. It should be safe here. You should report back to Mrs. Dowager.
Yeah, unless I'm missing something. I don't believe Weirwood was a thing, so should he kind of have a it's a no way, kind of like a Grizzlehide type look to her though, so that could be where it's from, something like that. But if I'm correct, Mirage wasn't a world when they made Mysterio. I'll have to look that up after this video.
I trust you had no trouble settling in. It's time you met the headmistress of Pigswick Academy, Belladonna Crisp. She makes a point of meeting all students. Please go to the headmistress's office and introduce yourself. Please don't be late. She's a strong believer in discipline.
So another good thing that I thought about this world as well, outside of the fact that I will most likely get a level, it is gonna basically help me stall a little bit longer as I try to get a pet ready for the late part of Dragonspire. Am I late?
I've been waiting. What kept you? I suppose you've been welcomed by Mrs. Dowager and passed Benedict's test, so let's dispense with the formalities. I'm not sure what claptrap and nonsense they fill your head with at Ravenwood, but at Pigswick Academy, we study real magic. The first order of business will be for you to go and meet the professors here. They're a top-notch group, without exception. I hope they can straighten out some of the foolishness Ambrose and his cronies may have passed along. The classrooms are located throughout the city. You should speak to everyone in whatever order you please. They are as follows. Professor Thaddeus Price, who teaches Tempest Magic. The Earth Professor is our very own Chester Drawers. Ember Magic is taught by Professor Anku. Edna Fuligan teaches Spirit, and Chaos is Hieronymus Bunch. Rounding out our faculty are Quentin Burble teaching Frost Magic, and Velma Pepper in the Equilibrium classroom. You look confused. You don't know those schools of magic. Speak to our faculty. Perhaps they can help.
Oh, that would be so cool if they could add in those schools one day. Like that would actually be really, really cool just to have such a wide variety of schools to pick from. But then I guess creating new spells, balancing them and all of that'd probably be a little too hard to do.
Welcome to the School of Earth Magic, young wizard. From the look of the soil on your boots, you're from Wizard City, right? I am Professor Drawers. Chester Drawers. What? Why are you smirking? At any rate, I teach Earth Magic here at Pigswick Academy. Magic of ground, growth, and the untamed wild. Because my school is that of the earth, I find it stifling to teach inside, so I lecture outside whenever possible. Other schools teach flights of fancy and arcane manipulation of ethereal flummery, but Earth Magic is the magic of the real. From Earth came all things, and eventually all shall return to its clutches. Unless you have further questions, I really must return to my duties. So many papers to grade.
Yeah, I don't know how they would really make it work with doing other schools, to be honest. Like, I'm sure they could figure a way, but I would almost feel like you would have to do... Like, Earth would be more of like a utility type thing, but then again, this isn't necessarily an open world game. As far as it is like... This would be an MMORPG, I guess.
Hello there! Did I surprise you? I'll wager you're thinking, oh, is that a Yeti? Teaching? I'd never expect that. Chaos! That's the sort of thing I teach here. I am Professor Hieronymus Bunch, and Chaos Magic is my school of specialization. Chaos is the magic of the unexpected, the unusual, the unpredictable. It defies logic and turns things downside up. Anything and everything you can imagine can be found in chaos, except order. Order is boring. You don't want to find that. We'll talk more later, I'm sure. Or am I?
Alright. I don't know who's got more drip. This guy or Professor Baelstrom. As much as I do love Yetis, I think I'm gonna have to go with Professor Baelstrom just so we can, you know, rep Wizard City.
Well, hello there, my little friend. What brings you here? You want to learn about frost magic? You should talk to someone who knows then. Oh, that would be me. Caught me off guard, you did. Right. Where was I? I am Professor Quentin Burble at your service. You may have surmised that I am not from around these parts. I teach Pigswick Academy students about the nature of frost. Frost is fleeting and quick, a fragile and delicate thing. It appears rarely, but when it does, it forms crystals of amazing beauty and complexity. Frost is like magic in that. Do you understand frost magic now? Because I'm afraid I don't know more than that. I'm behind in my lesson preparation.
What a lad, what a lad. So, keeping with the, it'd be really cool if they added to this. I guess they necessarily couldn't, because this is just a, these are just a one-off of, like, every single Ravenwood school, I'm gonna assume. Like, Chaos would be the myth one.
Why, hello there,
Yes, I
young
think.
wizard. You have the look of a newcomer to Pigswick Academy. Welcome to my laboratory. I am Professor Velma Pepper, and I teach the magic of equilibrium. My school represents bringing order to the spiral. The natural world is full of confusion and disorganization, and thus it is the role of the equilibrium wizard to create harmony. We must use whatever tools we have in this important duty. All are equal, so long as they perform the task at hand. I trust that what I've taught you instills a semblance of order to your own worldview. Now, though, I must return to work.
Alright, we got, I believe, one more person to talk to. That kind of reminded me, I was thinking about balance. I wish with the balance school, they would have left it to where you use, like, all three of the schools more often. Or, you know, kind of like how Hydra is, instead of more just actually having the balance spells.
Who dares disturb me? You must be here for the tournament, eh? Another of those tiresome meet the professors tours. Let me introduce myself then. I am Professor Edna Fuligen, and I instruct Pigswick students in spirit magic. Spirit magic concerns the ghostly state that exists after life. We are students of the immaterial world. I've heard of problems with Professor Mysterio back at Ravenwood. Maybe his assistant Dworgen will be better.
Well, everybody just likes to shit on Ravenwood, I guess. But, I guess I could see, though... Oh, wait, what's in here? Let me check what's in here real quick. I could see, though, that Balance having its own spells at the same time maybe wouldn't be so bad. Because if I'm correct, Balance doesn't really do the Myth Treant. Yeah, I have no reason to get that. It doesn't really do any more damage. Or really resist any schools, if I'm correct. So it's not like whenever like a fire goes against an ice or vice versa. So I guess giving them their own spells is a lot easier than having something like Hydra where you can literally just cancel out a third of the spell. But I do feel like, to me, it like slightly just takes away from what balance, you know, is supposed to be. Okay, now the storm one.
Greetings, young wizard. I am Professor Thaddeus Price, Professor of Tempest Magic. I suppose you're interested in learning something about Tempest Magic, right? Tempest Magic is about duality and hidden meaning. Like the tide, it's about the ebb and flow of life. The surface is stormy, to be sure, but beneath it is dark and quiet, and the waters are deep beyond imagining. I gather they teach a slightly different approach at Ravenwood, but I'm fairly certain that here we have it right.
Alright, yeah. So, I'm like 100% sure, because I just counted while he was talking, that these are basically just one-offs of the Ravenwood schools. Because they just do everything a little differently.
Greetings, O honored guest from Wizard City. I am Professor Anku, your humble servant and guide to Ember Magic. Ember Magic is about warmth and security. In the cold dark of the spiral, Ember is like a warm rock to stretch out on. Wizards who study Ember Magic are not very adventuresome and prefer the comforts of hearth and home. Ember wizards are crafters, doctors, and cooks, using flame to forge artifacts, treat injuries, or bake cookies. So from the Ember we can learn much. Better to be safe and patient than to leap into action. I hope that explains things.
You know, that would be cool, though. And obviously you would need, like, a much more expanded game for this. If they were able for you to, like, almost choose, essentially, a starting point. So, like, instead of, you know, learning from Ravenwood, like, you could learn from, like, Pigswick. And then basically just eventually, like, merge the stories. I believe World of Warcraft does something like that. That would definitely be, like, a really cool thing to do, though. But like I said, you need a much more expanded game. Alright, let's talk to the headmistress, and hopefully we can get in some battles or something, because we have wasted a lot of time just talking.
Did the tour of our faculty help repair the inadequacies of your prior education? Perhaps when the tournament is over, you can transfer from Ravenwood to Pigswick and really learn something. I've heard that at Ravenwood, they teach you that the source of all magic is a tree, and it's in the center of your school. How awfully convenient that must be. Do they really expect you to believe such nonsense? At Pigswick Academy, we recognize that the source of all magic is a fountain, not a tree, and it's right here on campus. If you take a look at the fount of magic, you'll see the error of your ways. It's in the center of campus, not far from here. When you're finished, return here and let me know what you've observed. You're a student, so go on, learn something.
Yes, the good old, this is how we do it and your way must be wrong. This is probably a pretty, like, honestly pretty boring episode. I could see why people dislike Pigswick, even though I probably could have cut off a solid portion of this.
You examine the fount of magic. Looks like any other fountain. Something doesn't add up about this place.
But yeah, no, like if I would have just skipped through the dialogue, probably could have cut out some of it, but that's not what I want to do. I want to listen to all the dialogue, kind of get the whole feel for the storyline. Because I only have like 6 more times to do this.
Did you notice anything magical about the fount? I mean, surely you saw how it must be the one true source of magic. You know, we heard from Headmaster Ambrose that you were good at solving problems. I've a mind to put that to use. Go and speak with Captain O'Hare outside the gate to Pegasus Place. Tell him I sent you and that you're there to help.
Alrighty. Looks like we'll get at least like one little battle in before this episode's over. Oh, that is a What is a fence? Let's talk to old this Bugs Bunny looking guy over here.
Sorry, no admittance. Pegasus Place is off limits to students and faculty until further notice. Headmistress Crisp sent you. I'm not sure. If you're anything like the students here, I can't see how that will help. Still, if she vouches for you, then who am I to argue? Let me explain the problem and you see what you can do. Pegasus Place has been taken over by a fierce band of goblins. We don't know where they came from or how to send them back. You'd be doing us a favour if you could jump in and thin the wood goblins' ranks. Make them think twice about staying. Can you go into Pegasus Place and defeat 6 wood goblins and return to me when you're done? Be careful in there.
All right. We'll get let's go. We'll definitely finish this this quest. They're fire. Oh, that's easy money. All right, I see Captain Chico on. I don't think it really matters, but for the sake of infals, we need them. Let's see, it's 2, 3, 6. Let me keep this in here because I'll forget if I don't. And we'll get this wooden chest first. 31 gold, we're rich. All right, let's get it. All right. Get some wood goblin action going on over here. Thank you for joining the battle of the wood goblin that's walking around. All right, 530. Yeah, no, we don't need this at all. Honestly, I don't even think I have to blade. Like, if you would have got in on that first time, I probably could have just attacked right there. Rude. Okay. Alright, this should take them both out. Yes, sir. Only 2 more battles to go. Nice, we got him on the first try right here. So let's see if we can get 2 power pip. No, okay. Well, looks like we gotta do this anyways this time, so. I wonder, let's not waste a monstrous. Let's see how this goes. This might backfire on me, but we're gonna see. It definitely won't backfire once we get a pet with a little bit more of an attack. You know, like I said, we only have two defense abilities on Captain Chico, unfortunately. Yeah, so we can't take him out like that. Okay. All right, and for the last battle, let's go ahead and get these little guys out the way. There we go. Sweet, and we got 2 power pips, so. Well, I guess that's not gonna matter, but we'll go ahead and use this one. Wow, that was a lot. All right. And let's get to Captain O'Hare. Nope. Why would they... What is the... What is the... All right, you ready? Big brain plays here. Big brain plays here. Oh, hold up. Boom. We are not dealing with that right now. There we go. I wanna know what the point of putting this right here was for King's Isle. Like, that is so unbelievably useless.
You certainly sent some of them packing.
Yes, sir. Wait. Let's get that XP.
Things might be a little safer now that they know not to mess with you. Our head gardener, groundskeeper Vern, is missing. Can you go back into Pegasus Place again and see if he's all right?
So we definitely, we want to continue... God, there's some banging. We want to continue to get... what's the word I'm looking for? XP on the correct pet. I haven't been doing that, but that little 4% definitely helps.
Hello. What are you doing here? This place isn't safe for students. Wisteria was once wild and overgrown with vines, but we cut them back and made this place a school, Pigswick Academy. I am groundskeeper Vern, head gardener around here. It is my job to know every inch of these streets and parks. These goblins and their hobgoblin overseers are new, arriving just when the tournament was to begin. They're not native to this world of Wysteria, so I would like to know where they came from. Since they arrived, some strange new plants have sprung up on Pegasus Place, and I suspect they're tied to the new visitors. Can you go and collect 3 samples of these strange plants so I can do some research into their world of origin?
All right. Sorry if y'all hear some banging in the background. My hamster is deciding it is time for him to run a marathon. So I'll let him live his best life. He doesn't use his wheel very often anymore. He's getting kind of old, so I'm not gonna. I don't want to mess with him, stop him from getting his exercise going. Oh, do these things really only spawn like 1 per thing? It's actually so annoying. Grab this. Cool. There's a lot of reagents. Okay. Yeah, there are no strange plants over here. No, what is over here though? There's peg, because I really remember this part, but I don't remember why I remember this part. Alright, well, we're not going to find out. We're going to go ahead and walk back this way. Hopefully some of the strange plants respawned, or we'll just have to walk behind that guy. Oh, there we go, just in time. I guess I could have got that one, switched realms, and I just picked up one. It would have been a lot quicker to do. Alright, let's go ahead and we'll get to the groundskeeper Vern, and then that is going to be it for this episode once we talk to him. Glad we could waste 30 minutes of everybody's time just talking to people.
Wonderful. I'll compare these to my field journal, Plants of the Spiral, and see what I can learn. With the guards afraid to enter Pegasus Place, the area's undefended. What's the area? Well, it's the stables where we raise Pegasi to be trained as mounts and gifted throughout the spiral. If you're up to it, could you check on Lap and Wing Tamer, the stable master of the area? The area is just down the street.
All right, I lied to you. We're gonna go talk to the area real quick, assuming that he doesn't try to get us to battle. And we're gonna end the episode once the next battle is starting. That way we can start off the next episode with a bang. So let's go ahead and get down there. I was very, very in the mood to record a second episode and, you know, get started on this. And then I remembered how much I dislike Wysteria. And now I'm no longer in the mood to play this. But I believe it should heat up pretty soon, so. Worst case scenario, it'll just take us like 2 episodes.
Whoa! I dared not hope anyone would come to find me with the goblin horde all around. I don't know who was crazy enough to send a kid into this place, but as far as I'm concerned, any help is welcome. My first concern is for the well-being of the Pegasi under my care. Can you help me see to their feeding? Unfortunately, the goblins came through and stole all of their food. I don't know why, because they don't even eat the stuff. Tell you what, if you want to help, you'll get back 5 bags of Pegasus feed. You'd be a lifesaver.
Alright, well, that is going to be it for this episode. Sorry if I seemed a little bit bland. All we really did was just talk to like 7 different teachers. They told us we were really bad at being magical. So I guess we'll go ahead and show them in the next episode. Hopefully, I think Mysterio is only going to take like 1 or 2 more episodes. But if you enjoyed this episode, I'd really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe. As always, my Twitch is cyclone_kicks. I believe that is also my my YouTube username, or my channel name. I think just without the underscore. So it's gonna be the same thing as that. And I'll see y'all next time.